Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching us how to cut the trendy Ankara wide leg palazzo. If you're meeting me for the very first time, my name is Teacher Catherine. I post beginners friendly tutorial videos for new fashion designers who want to learn the basics of sewing from the comfort of their homes. So if this is you, kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you get notified. Let's get right into the video. Now to cut this trouser, you are going to divide the hip measurement by 4. The hip measurement is what we are going to be using for the waist. First of all, you draw a straight line across the top of the fabric and go in by 1.5 inch at the edge. Then you can now mark your waist measurements, which is the hip is 40, hip divided by 4, that is 10. We're going to mark the 10 inches, and you're also going to go down by that same 10 inches because to get the cross line is also, I also use hip divided by 4. So you're going to go down by that same hip measurement, that's 10 inch. Mark it on both sides, and then you draw a straight line across the both marks that you have made, so that it will indicate the cross line. Then you connect it to the waistline and go in, on that cross line you go in by 1/2 inch at the edge and connect it to that 1.5 inch that we marked before on the waist. After that, you measure what you have on that cross line, measure it and divide it by 4. Measure it and divide it by 4. Then that is what will give us the cross extension. After dividing by 4, I got 2 half and quarter. So you're going to mark it 2 half and quarter. That is what will give us the cross extension. You're also going to go up by that same 2 half and quarter and connect it to form a curve. That is the cross line. This cross line, you can also call it the hip line. So from that hip line, you're going to go down by 5 inch on both sides. Then you draw a straight line to connect it. This line is called the tie line. Now from this tie line, you're going to take the tie measurement and divide it by 2. Tie measurement divided by 2, the tie is 20. We're going to add 5 inch to it so that it will be free. You know, it's a palazzo trouser. If you add 5 inch to it, to be 25 divided by 2. You're going to divide the tie by 2. If it's a round body, you divide it by 4. But the ties are already separated, they are not together, so you only divide it by 2. 25 divided by 2, that is 12.5. Remember, we're taking 1/2 inch from the side. We're not going to be removing 2 inch from the hem because this is a palazzo trouser. It's going to be wide at the bottom, so just take 1/2 inch on all the edges down to the hem. Then you mark the 12.5 inch and you connect it down at the hem of the trouser. Sorry, my camera is not recording the bottom. I didn't know it was not recording it. At the hem of the trouser, I increased this to 15. So the top is 12, then the bottom is 15, so that it will be really very wide, and then you cut out the excess. Now you fold this and keep it aside and start cutting the back piece. To cut the back piece, you fold your fabric into 2 again, and you're going to add allowance because the back is going to have allowance. You place the front piece that you have cut on top of the back piece and mark out the edge just the way you see me doing. After marking out the edge on the other side, you're going to go out by 2 inch for the back crotch. You also go up and go out by 2 inch again to the top, and then you connect it just the way you see me doing. And after connecting the back crotch, you go ahead and add 2 inches to the side for ease, for allowance. Yes, you add 2 inches allowance to the side, and then you start cutting. When you're done cutting, you fold it out and cut the waistband. To cut the waistband, I measure 45 inches. 45 inches long, that's the length I'm using for the waistband. I fold it into 2, and then I mark 3 inches. The reason I'm marking 3 inches, usually the waistband, I use 2 inches for my waistband, but I'm marking 3 inches because of the folding. I'm using the 2 inches elastic waistband. Fold both sides by 1 inch and get 2 inches. Now after cutting the waistband, the next thing you want to do is to cut the pocket. To cut the pocket, I use 7 inches by 14 inches. That's what I do. So you fold your fabric into 2 by 7 inches, and then you fold it again into 2 again, just the way I'm doing it, by 14 inches. Use your tip to measure and be sure that the length is 14 inches. After that, you cut. After cutting that out, you're just going to curve the edge of the pocket. Just curve it a little bit and trim out the excess from the sides, and your pocket is ready. And with this, we have come to the end of this tutorial. In my next tutorial, I'll teach you guys how to sew this step by step. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.